Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Sobat, yes, my name is Muhammad Alvin Kuncoro. Let me be your host on Bincang Podcast today. Before we start the podcast, make sure that you are subscribed to the Youth Employment and Entrepreneurship Support Service, yes, YouTube channel, and all social media, yes. How are you today? Sobat, yes, I hope you have a good day. On this beautiful day, we have a special guest for our podcast, Youth Employment and Entrepreneurship Support Service. She is Miss Dr. Idha Widi Arsanti, SPMB, as the Directors of the Indonesian Center for Agricultural Education. Also, with the particular topic, the existence of Indonesian Centers for Agricultural Education and Indonesian's Development Polytechnic towards Global School of Smart Farming. Good morning, Miss Santi. How are you today?
Fine, thank you, Mas Alvino. I'm fine.
Okay, I hope you have a great day today.
Yes, sure.
Yes, wonderful chance for me to keep in touch with you, discuss about the existence of Indonesian Center for Agricultural Education and Indonesian Development Polytechnic towards Global School of Smart Farming, precisely with the particular topic in the agriculture sector in present day. Before we go to the main question of the podcast, let me know more about the Indonesian Centers for Agricultural Education. How many UPT or Technical Implementation Units are managed by Indonesian Center for Agricultural Education, and what are they, Ms. Santi?
Okay, thank you, Mas Alvino.
Yes.
Thank you again, also for all Sobat Yes, for having me in this session. As we know that the Indonesian Center for Agricultural Education is under the Ministry of Agriculture and also under the Agency of Human Resource Development. And then we have several Polbangtan or Polytechnic Agricultural Development.
Vocational Polytechnic.
School.
Yes, exactly.
And also several three high school on vocational study in all around Indonesia.
Wow, it's a great UPT.
Yeah,
yes,
very great.
Because separate in all of Indonesia.
Yes, that's right.
If we can mention, what are they, Ms. Santi?
Yeah, we have a 7 polytechnic. There are in Medan.
Yes.
And then in Bogor. We have also in Serpong, Yogyakarta, and also in Magelang, in Malang. And then in Eastern Indonesia, we have also in Goa, in Papua, Papua, West
Manowari.
Papua. Yeah.
Yes.
And also we have also the high school in Sembawa, in south of Sumatra. And then we have also in Kupang, in NTT, and also once more in South Kalimantan, in Banjarbaru.
Wow, it's a great vocational high school.
Yeah.
Because we know that Indonesia is having the limit on the young generation in agriculture.
Yes, that's right.
Yes, I think with the vocational school is will help the governor or the governor but the Ministry of Agriculture to increase the
Young
amount.
generation.
Yes, young generation.
Working in agriculture.
Okay, it's a great answer, Ms. Santi. We are going to the first questions. What is your opinion, Ms. Santi, about the current developments of agriculture sector in Indonesia?
Okay. I think agriculture is a very pivotal role in Indonesia because Mas Alfi know that
Yes, Ms.
Indonesia
Santi.
is agriculture country. And then we know that even during the pandemic COVID-19, agriculture is still the pivotal sectors because you also mentioned that our agriculture sector increased significantly in terms of production, in terms of productivity, in terms of export, and also the farmers' welfare during the period of 2019 to 2021. And we know that our agriculture sector increased significantly.
Okay, if we are talking about the other sector is decreased, but in agriculture in the pandemic is should increase.
Yeah, that's right.
Wow, it's a great sector, I think. Opportunity for ours. Okay, I agree with you, Ms. Santi. We know that agriculture should develop toward the increasing the total population because all people is need food. right, Miss Santi?
Yeah.
Yes, but we don't have young generation to make the potentials of the agriculture is more developed.
Yeah.
Okay. According to the Indonesian Center for Agriculture's Education, what are the challenge of the agriculture's model in the future to minimize or deal with the challenge?
Yeah, actually, we have several challenges in
Yes.
agriculture sector. The first is about the farmers' regeneration, because we know that nowadays the farmers
Okay.
in Indonesia is relatively old. They are more than 50, yeah, usually, and then not in a long time anymore. They cannot work in agriculture, and then they will exit from agriculture sectors.
Okay.
Yeah, and then the farmers or the workers in agriculture will be decreased, and this kind of condition should be solved by all of us, the people who working and concerned in agriculture. And then the second challenges is about how we can adopt the technology or innovation in agriculture, because we know that the innovation or technology in agriculture will speed up or will increase the productivity of agriculture. So it's very important. We cannot use conventional agriculture anymore, but we have to move to the more modern and also using the technology in agriculture. So that's why if we concern about the technology and adoption, then we think again that the first problem about the farmers' regeneration is very important, because the old farmer cannot adopt easily the technology or innovation, something like that. So that's why it's very important to address these kind of challenges in order to increase the productivity of agriculture in Indonesia.
Okay, so we have two challenges, yes, Miss. One is the young generations, the decreasing of young generations, and then the second is the adoptions of innovations.
Yes.
Okay, if we are talking about the problem or the challenge, the Minister of Agriculture collaborate with IFAD, International Fund for Agriculture, held the program. The name is Yes.
Yes.
Yes, it is. I think the program will answer the challenge, right?
Yes.
Miss? Because the young generation will increase, and then the adoptions will increase also. Okay, if we are talking about Yes, Miss Santi, what is the main purpose of the Yes?
Okay, the YES program, Youth Entrepreneurship and Employment Support Services, is very amazing project, I think, because this project is the first in Indonesia that working in a young generation in agriculture, and then we give motivation, we give facilities or incentive to the young generation to work in agriculture.
Wow, a great program.
Yeah,
I
a
think.
great program. And then we have some achievement or some target that in the year of 2024, for example, it must be more than 200,000 young generation engaged in agriculture. Yeah?
Okay.
Whether they are working as a job seeker in agriculture sector, industry, or maybe they are working as the entrepreneurs. Something like that.
Okay,
Yeah.
because we know that in the 20 and 45 we get the bonus demography, right? If we not take it, if we not take it slowly, it will be a problem. So the stakeholder should make the program to answer, and I think answer the problem.
Yes, answer the problems of the young generation. Yeah, because hopefully after this young generation engage in this YES program, they can do the training. They can improve their capacity in working in agriculture through the short training, or maybe any other facilities like a capital, or maybe credit, or maybe also any other facilities such as land and so on. They can really having their agribusiness, business agriculture. So they can expand their business, and moreover agriculture in Indonesia will be increased.
Okay, I get the fun fact, Miss Santi, that agriculture sector is the number one sector in Indonesia, because we have a lot of land that's ready for planting, and then the second is the industries of the agriculture is the number one, data by BBS. Oh, it's a good answers. Okay, we are going to the next. I think the last questions. What effort need to be prepared by Indonesian Center for Agricultural Education to attract young millennials, and what are the concrete steps?
Yeah, actually, we will give incentive to them. Yeah, this is the first step.
Okay.
We will try to change their mindset that actually agriculture is very prestigious job, something like that.
Sector.
Because because some of the young generation still think that agriculture is poor, agriculture is not prestigious, something like that. So we give incentive through the training, so they have opportunity to increase their capacity to do the technical things in agriculture, and then we give also facilities in credit, for example, and then access to land, access to market, and also access to any other stakeholder who will be their partner in agribusiness, something like that.
Wow, a lot of step, a lot of method to make the young generation is more attract to in agricultures.
Yeah, and also, Mas Alvino, our education center, our polytechnic, and also high school in vocational study in agriculture is one of the incentive, because we invite many young people. To join in our school, to go to our school, because we give some scholarship on them, and then our school is also a boarding school. And then we have many facilities in order to improve their capacity in doing the technical thing in agriculture. We have teaching factory, we have land, and then we have also collaboration also with industries. So they can do something like a apprenticeship or internship in order to have more skill in practice agribusiness.
Okay, I ever heard that the vocational polytechnic and vocational national high school is more concerned in the technique.
Yes.
And all the alumni is ready to work. Yes, it's I think a great program, Miss Santi, for.
And also one more, our polytechnic have focus on the certain commodities or certain field. For example, like Polbangtan Bogor, we have focus to be a global smart farming school.
Because
like
they
that.
have a greenhouse.
And then the location of Polbangtan Bogor is near Jakarta.
Strategic
to do the urban farming and so on. And then Polbangtan Medan, for example, we try to accelerate the education in Polbangtan Medan to be focused on coffee school of coffee, something like that.
It's so interesting because world know is the trade commodity in the world is coffee. Wow.
Polbangtan Goa with cocoa. And then we have an idea that in the near future, our Polbangtan Bogor, and then Polbangtan Goa with cocoa, Polbangtan Medan with coffee will be the school, the global school. And many students, if they want to learn all about ABC, about the coffee, they can go to Polbangtan Medan, for example.
It's a great mapping, I think, because every school, every polytechnic have the potential commodities.
And then they are also located in the production center of these commodities. For example, the Medan, Polbangtan Medan, located in North Sumatra, and then North Sumatra is a production center of coffee. And then Polbangtan Bogor also located near Jakarta, and then this is very potential to do the smart farming, urban farming, and something, something like that.
Is the belief of the polytechnic and the senior high school vocational is optimize the local commodities.
The local commodities, but this is not only local commodities actually. The biophysics of this area, this is suitable to the commodities. Polbangtan Goa with cocoa, because South Sulawesi is the production center of cocoa.
So the establishment of the polytechnic and then the senior high school vocational will help the farmer also.
Yes.
Okay. The excellent and complete information from Ms. Santi as the directors of Indonesian Center for agricultural education. Thank you so much, Ms. Santi, for the time. In harmony with the Sukarno, as the Indonesian first president said that give me 1,000 parents, I will surely pull Sumeru from its root. And then give me one young man, I will shake the world.
Wow,
I think
this is very wonderful quote ya, Mas Alvin
yes,
ya.
I think the vocational high school, the polytechnic high school will
Produce
will
this kind
produce
of
young generations, and then they will shake the world.
Yeah.
Wow, because we cannot imagine that if the agriculture sector will be more boom.
very more powerful.
It
is not only in Indonesia but maybe in the world also.
Oh, because we ever have the kedaulatan pangan, right?
Yeah, food sovereignty.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Young generation entrepreneur in agriculture must be supported, be broadened and expand their business in respective countries and the virgin market. By developing and promoting their business, millennial could positively impact the economic, social, workforce, and optimize natural research. Okay, we are going to the next questions, Ms. Santi. What are the expectations of Indonesian Center for Agricultural Education and the Polbangtan regarding agriculture in the futures?
Yeah, actually, we know the potential of agriculture in our country is very strong.
Yes.
Yeah, because Indonesia is agraris country, and then we have so many genetic resources, so many land in order to improve our capacity in producing the product of agriculture. So hopefully, agriculture in Indonesia will be the host in our country, and then it will be the leverage for the development of economic in Indonesia. And then don't forget to be the leverage point, agriculture as a leverage point, it should be there is man behind this kind of increase of productivity. The man is the young generation, because the young generation will will do in agriculture very smooth, very fast, and also very modern, so they can do agriculture in very economic scale, so that in this kind of way, agriculture will be the host and will be the main sector who accelerate the develop of the economic in Indonesia.
Okay, so commonly the expectations of the Indonesian Center for Agriculture's Education is all about the agricultures, but the main focus in the young generation.
In the young generation.
Because it is very important.
Yes.
We have the potential of the land, the agriculture's potential, but if we not have the young generation is
nothing.
Exactly.
Okay,
thank you, Ms. Santi, for the time. I will read the conclusion first. As a rural country with the natural resource, the agriculture sectors of Indonesia is a very potential business area to develop by youth. Developing agriculture's entrepreneurship is need to drive the human productivity of the industry. According to the BPS, business actors in agriculture's community are only about 45.20 million people, or 0.17% of the Indonesian population. The low numbers of the entrepreneur is indicated at a gap between human resource and education's problem at the farmer level. So, the Indonesian Centers for Agriculture Education answers all the problem.
Hopefully.
And exactly answers.
Okay. Hi Sobat Yes, let's doing farming, or let's farm, because we know that farming is a very interesting thing, give nice business and also give a very good perspective in the future.
Because the agriculture is potential.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much for Ms. Santi for the time, and also thank you so much for all the viewers of the Yes Podcast. See you in the next podcast.
Thank you, Mas Alvino, and also all of the Sobat Tani for having with Yes Podcast.
Yes, exactly.
It is nice morning.
Okay.